Aloha. Thanks for your consideration of the views, opinions, and calculations expressed in this ThinkTech commentary, which we are calling Let's Do the Math on Tariffs. How much will Americans have to pay for the Mexican and Canadian 25% tariffs Trump said he would impose as of February 1st of this year? Let's do the math on that. Taking a rough cut on the numbers. According to the U.S. Trade Representative import numbers for 2022, the U.S. imported $493 billion of goods from Mexico that year. So a 25% tariff on that means Americans would pay 25% of $493 billion. That is, we would pay $123 billion more for imports from Mexico, assuming no import substitution. Make a note of that number, $123 billion. For Canada, the U.S. imported $481 billion of goods. A 25% tariff on that means Americans would pay 25% of $481 billion. That is, we would pay $120 billion more for imports from Canada, assuming no import substitution. Make a note of that number also, $120 billion. The total of the tariffs for these two countries would be $123 billion plus $120 billion. Thus, Americans would pay $243 billion more for these imports, assuming there is a straight line effect. Yes, make a note of that number too, $243 billion. That's the additional amount we would have to pay because of the 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada. Of course, we will be assured that there is no straight line effect, just as we were assured that tax cuts would grow the economy and trickle down. How did that work out for you? Thanks so much for listening, and thanks again for your consideration of the views, opinions, and calculations expressed in this ThinkTech commentary. We'll see you again soon for the next one. Aloha.